Canada's Emergency Preparedness Minister announced a revised funding model to help provinces and territories rebuild after a disaster. The move is intended to modernize disaster relief funding from Ottawa in response to climate change.
Just look down south of what took place in near Los Angeles, where the cost of the damage is $250 billion. So it's staggering, and why this resilience work and modernization of the DFA is so important.
Climate-related disasters in the Northwest Territories aren't new. From unprecedented flooding in Hay River that caused around $175 million in damages to a devastating fire season that destroyed much of Enterprise in 2023. These disasters left the territorial government with significant bills to pay.
We are pleased that there is some good news here from the federal government.
The program will fully cover eligible mitigation costs in high-risk areas. Bose says this incentive will provide more flexibility in budgeting. Money can now go in building better infrastructure to reduce the impact of future natural disasters.
Being confident that there is additional funds that can be put towards mitigation and that territorial government wouldn't have to bear the entire cost of that, that's a big deal.
Bose explains with an example when a house or structure is being rebuilt after a natural disaster.
But is there something that can be done in the recovery process that will help lessen a future impact? Is there a type of roof that might help?
He says that whatever the solution, whether new materials or technology, the key difference now is that funding is available to implement these measures. An expert says there might be challenges too. The reforms are designed to increase accountability in how disaster relief money is spent.
What the federal government doesn't want to do anymore is just give this money back away to provinces and territories without some accountability to try and rebuild back in a way that helps manage risk.
An improvement, he says, is speeding up the flow of funds to provinces or territories.
Oftentimes, the provinces don't get the funding back for this thing, for 3 or 4, sometimes 5 years after the event.
But how effective will these changes be? Thistlethwaite says that will only become clear after the next major disaster. The updated funding program takes effect on April 1st. Nadir Hashmi, CBC News, Yellowknife.